Good morning, children. In today's class, we are going to learn about monotonicity. What does this word represent? Suppose you have a curve like this. Say, this is the point 3, 4. And this is the point 8, 12. What do I see? 3 to 8, x value increases. What do I see here? 4 to 12, y value also increases. When x increases, y also increases. Or I will say, call this as x1, x2. Call this as f of x1 and f of x2. When x1 is less than x2, f of x1 is also less than f of x2. This I will call increasing function. Wherever I take the point, as x increases, y also increases. So this is an increasing function. Consider a curve like this. x1 value 2, f of x1 is 12. When x2 value is 10, f of x2 is 3. So what I see, x1 below x2, but f of x1 greater than f of x2. So these patterns we call decreasing curve. Suppose I have a curve like this. What will you say? Now also, x is small but y is big. When x is big, y is small. So we have this is also decreasing curve. As I see the curve, I must know to say whether it is decreasing or increasing. Any quadrant it may come. Just for clarity, we are doing it in the first quadrant. A curve like this, see the value, x is small, y is also small. When x is big, y value is also big. So this is an increasing curve. So as we see 4 types, we should know these two I call when x1 is below x2, f of x1 is below f of x2, and such curves we call increasing curves. Whereas these two, x1 is less than x2, but f of x1 is greater than f of x2. This type of curves we call decreasing. So when I see the curve, I can analyze like this. Is there any other idea to check? Suppose you are given f of x is equal to x cube. Can I see what type of curve it is before even drawing? Yes, there is a provision. Find out the derivative. X cube will become 3x square. X square is always positive. So derivative is always greater than or equal to 0. This tells me it is an increasing curve. If derivative is less than 0 or less than or equal to 0, we call decreasing curve. So when we draw, we can analyze. Even otherwise, if we find the derivative also, we can find out the answer. Derivative positive tells me increasing function. Derivative negative tells me decreasing function. Suppose I have only less than 0. I will call strictly decreasing. So these are certain words to remember. It's a strict inequality. I say the word strictly decreasing. If f dash greater than 0, we use the word strictly increasing. So we just write st dot increasing. We read it as strictly increasing. Exercise 6.2, question number 1, given the average cost function is 2x minus 11 plus 50 by x. Find the range values of output x for which the average cost is increasing. Given x is output and AC. For finding increasing or decreasing, let us find out the first step, the first derivative. Differentiating AC with respect to x. 2 into x becomes 1 minus 11 becomes 0 plus 50 into 1 by x becomes minus 1 by x squared. Let us put AC dash equals to 0, the second step. 2 minus 50 by x squared 0 or 2 equals 50 by x squared. X squared equals 50 by 2, that is 25. We get x is equal to plus or minus 5. Mark it in the number line. First step, find the derivative. Second step, make the derivative 0 and get x values. Third step, we mark it in the number line since we are dealing with output, cost, revenue. These things cannot be negative. We have the number line starting from 0 onwards. Minus 5 cannot be marked here, so mark only 5. The given interval is split into two parts. I call them 0 to 5, 5 to infinity. There are two intervals, 0 to 5, 5 to infinity. Select some suitable x value in the interval. So this we are selecting. Any number between 0 and 5, let me say 4. Any number between 5 and infinity, let me say next number, comfortable number, the next one, that is 6. Substitute these values in the derivative, that is AC dash. What is AC dash actually? 2 minus 50 by x squared. As I substitute 4, 2 minus 50 by 4 squared is 16. 50 by 16 is 3 point. 2 minus this is less than 0. Whenever the derivative is less than 0, I will say decreasing. Which is decreasing? The average cost. Derivative less than 0 tells me average cost. Without derivative, you read it. That is decreasing. The same idea, put x in this. Put x is equal to 6. 2 minus 50 by 6 square is 36. Now 72 minus 50, that is greater than 0. Whenever the first derivative is greater than 0, I will declare it is increasing. As I know, AC is increasing is my question. Which interval is it increasing? 5 infinity. Let us take and write the answer. AC is increasing in 5 infinity. Or I will say AC is increasing as x is greater than 5. Let us quickly rough through the problem to find the values of x or range of x where AC is increasing. Find the derivative of AC, put the derivative 0, get x values. Mark it in the number line from 0 to infinity. X being positive, we need to start from 0. So minus 5 cannot be marked. We can mark only plus 5. The big interval split into two parts, 0 to 5 and 5 to infinity. 0 to 5 and 5 to infinity, select some convenient x values. Before 5, I have put 4. After 5, I have put 6. These values, let us substitute in AC dash. My answer negative tells me AC is decreasing and my answer positive tells me AC is increasing. The question is, where is AC increasing? So AC is increasing in the interval 5 to infinity. Or I can say X is more than 5 and that's the problem. Second question, X being the number of television sets produced. The total cost of producing X number of television sets is 300x square plus 4200x plus 13,500. If each product is sold for rupees 8,400, show that the profit of the company is increasing. My question is about profit. What is profit formula? It is revenue minus cost. What is revenue? Revenue is income. How will you get income? By selling. Selling for what price? 8,400. How many you are selling? As I produce X number of television sets, I can sell X number only. So X number and each set is rupees 8,400. So revenue is price into quantity. That is 8,400 into X. Cost is given in the question itself. Let us subtract to find what is profit. So profit is 8,400x minus, see we are subtracting, minus 300x square minus 4,200x minus 13,500. So we rewrite minus 300x square, 8,400x minus 4,200x is plus 4,200x minus 13,500. As I found out profit as a function of X, my question is, profit is increasing. So profit is increasing. What do I understand? The first derivative must be positive. Let us find out what is P dash. As I know P, let me differentiate with respect to X. Minus 300 into X square becomes 2X plus 4,200 into X becomes 1. 13,500 being constant will become 0. P dash, as I take common number out, it is 200 and my answer is minus 3x plus 21. P dash equals to 0 implies 200 into minus 3x plus 21 is equal to 0, or minus 3x equals minus 21, x is equal to 7. Divide the number line 0, 7, infinity. So there are two intervals because profit, cost and output deal with 0 to infinity. I can draw the number line only from 0 to infinity. I get x is equal to 7. Mark it in the number line. So how many intervals I get? Interval 0 to 7, interval 7 to infinity. Put some x value in this below 7. Choose some value, say I can say 1. Above 7, I can say 8. Substitute in P dash. 200 into minus 3 into 1 plus 21. It is positive. That is P increases. When I put 8, 200 into minus 3 into 8 plus 21, which is less than 0. minus 24 plus 21, that is below 0. So I will say P decreases. My question is profit is increasing. So we will take and write profit is increasing in which interval? In the interval 0 to 7. So profit is increasing in 0, 7.